Hi guys, welcome to your June 2022. This is going to be their confession for the beautiful sign of Virgo. Let's drop it for Virgo. Hello Virgo, welcome to the channel. I am Marv. This is going to be your June again 2022. Their confessions. We're going to be taking a look at what they may be confessing to you, a little bit about where the sun is. We start this with a oracle card. Typically, we go into whatever message that oracle card is delivering to you. Or it may be a message from spirit. It may be something they're saying, something you're saying, so forth and so on. We're reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And everything will be in the description box below for you and your collective. Your collective may be fellow Virgos, a person that is watching on your behalf as well. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Virgos. So let's go ahead and get started. First, let's talk about your sky story, only from the perspective of Gemini season and where the sun is illuminating for you, so we can kind of figure out what your focus is. So when the sun slid into Gemini, that illuminated your 10th house. Virgo, that's right up your alley. A lot of you guys got this work thing on your mind. And honestly, I think you get along just fine here. The 10th house is ruled by Capricorn. You are a fellow earth sign. It sits at the very top and very public part of your chart. 10th house governs structures, corporations, tradition, public image, fame, honors, achievements, awards. You get it, as well as fatherhood. The cusp or border of the 10th house is also called the midheaven. If you have been in a reading with me and we talked about any of your astrological stuff, we've talked about that. It will clue astrologers into your career path. Let's go ahead and get your introspection oracle. You have a lot on your mind when it comes down to your career in your 10th house. You have a money story going on in the sky right now, but not a second house story, a 10th house story. So not so much as the money that you're making, but what's going on at work, promotions, changing jobs, getting a new job, more responsibility, less responsibility, transitioning, Virgo, from in the office to back home, going to a more hybrid schedule, or if you guys were traditionally that way, or the other way around, as the majority of everybody's story has been working home for the last 2 years and transitioning back into the office. There's been a lot of people that have quit their jobs because that's not what they want to do. And they're like, no, I'm not dealing with this. This is not what I want to do. You guys need to come up with a better plan. So that is what could be on your mind right now. Your introspection oracle is an absence can absolutely take up too much space. There's something between you guys that may feel, as this message from spirit is outlining, that it's void. It's air. It's just invisible. There may be something that has taken up too much space. Maybe the fact that there has been things that have been going on between you two that has not been addressed properly. That's always a thing. In absence, someone has to travel for work. Maybe someone has too much work. I don't have Virgo in my inners or outers. It is where it's supposed to be. But I will say that there, with me changing my business, it affects certain things. You guys could be going through that. When you scale back, you're inheriting something. When you add more, you're neglecting something. You know what I'm saying? So that could be what it is. Let's go ahead and find out what they're confessing. And it's tried to slide, and we're leading with, I cannot handle how controlling you are. I need to speak my own truth. I need my own voice to speak my truth. They're not speaking up and being honest with you. They feel like a prisoner, Virgo. They feel like they're being held. Of course, these roles and energies can be reversed. I can see that you're very rigmarole. You like things a certain way. I don't know why they feel like it's controlling. Their second energy is letting me know. So they lack confidence and they have low self-esteem. They are an individual who absolutely needs guidance. They need someone to do the heavy lifting. Yet, when they take that direction from an individual, then it sounds like being controlled. It's interesting to me how people that rely on other people to do the heavy lifting, you deal with, the heavy shit. I'll, just lay back in the cut. It's amazing to me how they're constantly complaining about being controlled when they would rather you control until you actually control, if you see what I'm saying. Our third card is I am happier in another connection. Please let us be happy. I just want to be happy. This is completely false. They possibly have tried to leave you, or have fantasized or connected with other people where they feel heard. This is definitely an emotional cheating, if that's what went on. I feel like they have just been connected with somebody and have decided to talk crap about you. It's a definite emotional connection, but emotional connections are still also considered cheating. I've lost all faith and trust in this connection. Yes, they have, because they have not stepped up to the plate and done what they were supposed to do. We are now going into, I have bipolar disorder. Okay. So you've taken on a burden. One day I'm stable, the next day I am making you crazy for my own pleasure. When this came out for another video, and I don't remember which one it is, I do apologize. I can check because I changed the name. I think it was Aquarius. I changed the name of it because I didn't want to actually highlight that. But this time I think I am going to. Yes, it was the Aries video. So you've inherited, Virgo, a burden. They're stable, and then the next time they're making you crazy. I cannot handle how controlling you are. So there's an imbalance. Um, I chose to keep that off of there because I did feel like that person was possibly diagnosed or undiagnosed, but trying to maintain it. And then I got a lot of comments that were like, Marv, this individual is a narcissist, a bipolar narcissist. That was the first time I had ever heard that. And I'm thinking, so you have an imbalance and then you have the nerve to try to be a narcissist too? So with that being said, this could be what this is. If I decide to go with this card, I will put the entire thing on there because it feels like, especially with the rest of the cards, that it is definitely about a condition, but it does kind of feel like they need way more than they can give back. We also have, you feel like home and I feel left out in the cold. You feel like home. Yes. I would like to return home now. This is an imbalance, and this person does need validation now. Constant validation. They do have low self-esteem. They do have bipolar disorder. You've inherited a burden. This turned into, and this is what happens in a lot of your connections, because you will pull a person in and completely fix them up. But we have to remember that, no matter how much we want to help and we want to love and blah, 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 you cannot fix someone up and turn them into your little puppet. Not that that was your intention, but then when you do, for some people, when you fix them up, this is what happens. Like, you fix them up and then now they're pointing the finger back at you and all you did was try to help. So this, honestly, if it's not this exactly the way it's coming out, which I doubt it will be, it definitely is. You inherited a burden. You do the heavy lifting, Virgo. You do the majority of this. And this individual cannot match your work at all. They can't match your work. Karma is being served right now. Everything I do feels miserable and is going wrong. Absolutely. They could have lashed out, left this emotional connection. You could have found out about it, and now karma is being served. Whoever and whomever decided that what you were doing was twisted and used against you, now they're getting it back. I do believe that, okay? I do not believe that they're happy in another connection. I believe that their connection definitely validated the hell out of them, but they realized that person saw them for who they were. And when all that shit started to come out, they were like, I'm not dealing with you. I am self-sabotaging because I do not know my work. It affects me because I cannot deal with my emotions. And yes, so they have not lost faith. They know that now they have to do the work. And it's amazing the emotions that a person will feel when the love that they had is gone because they mishandled it, and now they have to work to get that shit back. That's where this person is. What am I drawn to though? Honestly, nothing here other than you feel like home and I feel left out in the cold. What's at the top? Yep, I haven't been able to move on from you. You hold my heart in a tight grip. I feel like it honestly, I'm self-sabotaging. I may riff on a couple different ones because it feels like this person is well aware of the games that they play, but at the same time, they have to put the work in for this connection again, and they don't want to do that. They had it easy. And the moment you gave them some things to do, because you have to understand, you're not going to be able just to sit around. And it's amazing too, Virgo, because some individuals need orders. Like, tell me what to do. What? Yet when you tell them what to do, you controlling. You didn't even want to use the brain capacity that it took to come up with anything. So I put you on a plan, and then you don't want me to be disappointed when you fall short of that plan, and now I'm controlling. So I think it's every time. I think it's probably going to be that you feel like home, and I feel left out in the cold. But I think I'm going to riff on you feel like home and I feel left out in the cold. I would like to return home now, and I am self-sabotaging because I don't know my worth. I honestly feel that way. Let's go in with the romantic intention and go back to, again, an absence can absolutely take up too much space. And I believe that is for you, Virgo. It is safe for you to love, clarifying I cannot handle how controlling you are. They did not open up their heart to receive the highest energy of all. Seeking validation because they have low self-esteem. This was a romance of a lifetime at one point, and this is a true love connection. Happier in another connection? I doubt it. I'm just going to say that. Please let us be happy. I think you found out about this. It's being clarified by forgiving and learning as you release and heal the past. You experience more love in your present moments. You found out about this, Virgo, and once this person got over to the other side and realized that the grass wasn't greener, which I thought came out, they came back. I think when this other person realized that there was something really wrong and you knew about it and that other person didn't, they brought their asses back because they were like, don't nobody want to deal with you. You got too much going on. You were blaming it on this other person, and now I realize you're crazy. I've lost all faith and trust in the connection. That's because it's not lighthearted anymore. They can't flirt and talk and sing their way out of this one. They actually have to put the work in. That's the issue. They have to put the work in. You're not going at gunpoint. Maybe that was wrong. You're not going. You're not going to allow them to manipulate and not do the work. They started out that way. They want to finish that legacy. Virgo, you are not going to go. The bipolar disorder, if this bipolar disorder and lack of self-esteem is something else, if it's your thing, that thing that you inherited by loving him, that needs to be fixed before you are going to allow this to happen. And it could be you guys were married or engaged or talking about getting married. Look at that. That could be what it is. This has been a very, very popular card in my in my fifth and sixth place. The fifth place is challenges. The sixth place is reciprocity or trying to come in. So when it's happening in my fifth and sixth place on the board, that lets me know, the numerology of the situation. So it's been challenging because this wedding is in my fifth place. There's been challenges around that. The sixth place is attraction, attracting more love in this. They're attracted to you, the situation. They want to come home. You are home to them. They have said that. Everything's going wrong in their life right now, and as they feel shitty, now those romantic feelings come back up. Karma is being served right now, and they want you to forgive them is what they want. self-sabotaging because they don't see their worth. I'm gonna definitely riff on that one, because that's something that you need to know. And we have release your ex. Okay, time has come to clear the energy. They're self-sabotaging. Honestly, they need to clear the energy. I think you're trying to release them. They're upset about that because they know that you're really not interested in reconciliation. Nothing out here it supports that. Okay, nothing. They have passion. They want you. They haven't been able to move on from you. You know, you are in their heart, but they have things that they need to fix. And honestly, you could be feeling so free right now because for the first time, you don't have to burden and shoulder this damn burden anymore. Before we get into our our angel answers, let's bring this back. An absence can absolutely take up too much space, and you feel just that. This is taking up too much of your space. You're done. It is safe for you to love. They are being guided that they should have done the work. True love, they know now that that's what you are. Forgiving and learning, that's what they want you to do. Virgo, they want to bring that lighthearted energy in. They want you to go back to the fun loving Virgo. You put the kibosh on that. There would have been a wedding, could have been a wedding, maybe a divorce. That has been challenging in the fifth place on my board. It makes it's been a lot of challenges there, just plain flat out getting there or going there and maintaining it. Either way, my sixth position on my board is attraction. They could be in an energy, obviously, where they want to come out of the doghouse. They want to enjoy the moments with you. Romantic feelings in my seventh spot. They have choices that they have to make. And finally, in my eighth spot, release the X. There's going to be some fast moving communication possibly coming to you regarding the X. Or there's going to be, they're going to express these feelings to you, Virgo, something of that nature. Um, and then finally, in my ninth spot, passion. They really want to come back in very passionately. They want you guys to make up, and you're not going. All right, let's go ahead and get the angel answers. First thing that pops in your head when you see compromise. Okay, are you being guided to compromise with the person, or are you not compromising how you feel? The very first thing that popped in your head when you see recovery. Do you need time to recover from this situation, or have you given yourself adequate time to recover from the situation? Finally, we have let go. Do you need to let go, or have you let go? You let go already. And finally, look for a sign. Are you going to leave it to chance and leave it to spirit, Virgo, to tell you whether you need this individual back, whether you should give this person another chance? Are you confused about that? Do you need a sign? That's what we're doing. That's how we're wrapping that up, Virgo. This person wants reconciliation. They want your love again. You accepted them throughout with their situation. Now that absence is taking up too much space, you want to let this go. You're tired. Okay, like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Thank you so much, Virgo, for allowing me to bring you their confessions another month. If this sounds like your story and you want to connect, okay, remember we are on the summer schedule. In that summer schedule, we will be not taking any appointments every Sunday for the summer. It is a stretch, but as I'm going into my fifth year, this is what I need to do. However, the same rule applies. Regular schedules on every Saturday of the month, with the exception of the third Saturday. And that third Saturday, we will go extended. Okay. If you are interested in booking a reading, please do so. We are open. Text messages are open on every day except when the business is closed. The calendar is posted on www.marvelousmadam.com. Right now, we're accepting your appointments. You do not have to text and ask how to book a reading. That information should be for you down there somewhere anyway. Email, text, audio, and phone. I'll see you in your next one. It is always a pleasure, Virgo. Bye, guys.